Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Browns are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Ravens offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Kaiser now to throw on first down. He completes it right side to White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Shifts by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now the offense operates in the red zone. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Keith Marshall hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense, and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A first down throw for Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
They'll run with Marshall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Passing play, Flacco. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And here's Marshall. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Flacco from the gun. That is caught by Macklin for a Raven touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Let's go. What?
From the gun, Kaiser completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And the back goes into motion. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific. Zone 1st down for Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Once more, it's Flacco. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 12-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They go pass again with Flacco. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Kaiser on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First and 10, Kaiser. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
To throw, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Flex round, flex round, flex round. Hey, alert 3. Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. The first NFL pick for Marlon Humphrey. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And tough starting field position here. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Kaiser underneath for Johnson. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Kaiser to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. White's got a first down and more. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Kaiser. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. here now, it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
Kaiser. And that is incomplete here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 1st down, Flacco. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jeremy Maclin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First down now, but that clock rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, Kaiser. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we have... Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Flacco here on second down. Looking deep here for Macklin. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Marshall. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
second down. Flacco to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down, Flacco now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
One set. One set. Come on, let's go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tim Williams in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser. His pass caught with the 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the eye. Here's Kaiser. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he rifles one incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
To the air again, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Flacco from the gun. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And he comes back with one complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing here on first down. Flacco setting up the screen for West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. A swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Operating off play action, Flacco. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete. It's Gordon. The 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. 7 yards to go on second down. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Come on,
To throw is Kaiser. It's caught. This is White. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards. In the red zone this time.
Let's go.
Kaiser on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Kaiser now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. What?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Keith Marshall, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw, Kaiser dumping it off for Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Here we go.
Again, it's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. As they run the counter play. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is a crew that came into the year saying we're going to win 10 games. They really thought they were going to. Well, this is their 7th loss, so they will not reach that goal.
And that number may light up like neon.